even today, in this, post-feminist America, there is a perception that women are the house cleaning sex. There's always been that perception that women see dirt and therefore we get rid of it. Okay? Okay. Now, an oddity about it is when you have these shows called Hoarders, in which houses are absolutely filthy and squalid, as often as not, that hoarder is a woman, not a man, who's living in that sort of filth. Okay, and one man explained it to me by saying that men tend to kind of show off by acquiring women, and women tend to acquire things. And, that would explain why there are so many women living in filth in those hoarder shows. Okay, now it has occurred to me that one of the most important lessons of cleaning a place is when to throw something away. In some ways, it might be the most important thing, is when do you throw something away? Because if you hang on to something neurotically, the things that have no value, the place is going to get overfilled and it's going to get dirty. Okay, and I have talked about this before, and this was actually a contributing factor to my developing a handicap. Wasn't the factor, but it was a contributing factor, was my mother was something that had hoarder tendencies, particularly as regarded to dirty Kleenexes. That was the one thing she could not throw away, was a dirty Kleenex. Now, the fact is that Kleenex tissues were sold with the idea of being disposable. Used once, done, tossed in the trash. Because the idea was, why carry a cold in your pocket as you would with a handkerchief? You would get rid of it, okay? Now, the fact is, and in fact, if they're used the way they're supposed to be used, they do help people lessen the number of colds and flu and things like that they would get. But my mother, in her desire to save money, just couldn't throw a dirty Kleenex away. And, which actually ended up losing money because it meant that we were more likely to get colds and flus than people who used them as they were supposed to be used. She did call me neurotic about Kleenexes, but the real person who is neurotic about Kleenexes is the one who can't just use them and throw them away. She had a bizarre attachment to them, and she would also forget that she'd saved them. So, a lot of times there was dirty Kleenexes all over the place. And at least one time I saw 2 dirty Kleenexes in her bra. She also had, and this again contributed to my developing a psychiatric disorder, the habit of making her breast area into a trash can for dirty Kleenexes. Okay, but anyway, I think the main point is that house cleaning and housekeeping, being a good housekeeper means you know when to throw something away. Because piling up things that have no value ends up that you live in a trash can. Hope you like hearing it. Bye.